Good morning, friends. Strictly Average here. We're here with another episode of Cup of Average. This is the kind of thing where you're at work in the morning and you're having kind of a bummed out morning because you're drinking your coffee, you're thinking about that tournament coming up this weekend, and you got none of your coworkers, they don't get it. They on the weekends, they're out there hanging out by the pool, doing what normal everyday people do. And here we are, we're looking forward to F&M, we're looking forward to RPTQs, PPTQs, we're looking forward to attending an Open maybe, a GP, whatever it is that you may enjoy. And maybe you don't have anybody you can connect with at work. For me, I work from home. So this is it, you guys are who I connect with. So these little short videos are designed to give us something to maybe talk about, maybe just whatever. Check out the videos in the morning, have a good time, give me some feedback, let me know how I'm doing. So I promise you guys everything I create is not going to be standard related, but currently, right now, that's my focus. Right now I'm working very, very hard on perfecting my standard game, getting a good understanding of the metagame. And what we're going to talk about today kind of applies to anybody who is trying to learn a format, trying to get better, trying to improve their game. And that's what I'm talking about as Magic Online. A lot of people realize that MTGO, you gotta pay to have digital copies of the cards that you own. And that can be a barrier for people. That can stop them from being able to get into games. But as far as practicing getting better, there's no better tool than MTGO. With that said, I know there's other tools that people use, whether it be Xmage or something else, and a lot of people have issues that MTGO is buggy and there's interface issues and all this other negative stuff. But you know what? Nothing beats sitting down with somebody playing cards face to face. And I'm not a pro. I can't pay for my family. I can't pay for this awesome man cave. I can't do all that playing Magic. But how I can do that, what I can do is try to get as many games as I can in my spare time. Magic Online lets me do that. Now, in order to kind of feed my need to get better at the formats, I've recently been using, for going on 4 or 5 months now, I've been using a service called Manatraders. You may not know what Manatraders is. You may have read on Reddit some issues people had with customer service. And as far as I know, and I've seen, those issues that people have had are kind of edge cases. They have not applied to me. Maybe I'm the edge case, maybe I'm anecdotal. I've had a couple issues. One of them was actually an issue on their end, and I'll explain how the service works and why this was an issue. Another one was an issue on my end. I just plain forgot to return my cards. I reached out to the admin of the service, the customer support people, and in both occasions they credited me a very hefty amount to allow me to continue practicing and testing. So how their model works is this: you pay a flat monthly fee. I don't know much about the other tiers. I'm at the $35 tier right now. When I started, I believe my ticket cap that I could rent cards at was 270 tickets, 280 tickets. At the time, I was testing for a Magic team event, a standard event, where I was the standard guy, and I was able to rent virtually any deck in the format. I think at one point I might have bought 1 or 2 Vraska Contempts just to offset the difference that what I could rent and what I was allowed to rent and what I was what my deck needed. And how the service works is, before you go and you get ready for an event, you upload your deck list. They tell you, okay, this is how many cards you're renting. If it's under your cap, great. If not, they try to get you to buy more. Whatever, it's a business. So you upload your deck list to Manatraders and you hit rent deck button. Within seconds, sometimes minutes, depending on busy times, I've never waited more than 5 minutes, a trade is initiated. They give me my cards that I'm renting for the day. You rent them as long as you need them. You can play an event, you can play 2 events, you can play 3 events, you can play 4 events. They have this weird system called mana hours that I'm just starting to understand. And basically the mana hours are, you take your total cost of your deck, so let's say it's 200 tickets, you multiply it by the number of hours that you have the deck checked out. So let's say I use it for 6 hours, 200 ticket deck for 6 hours is going to deduct 1,200 mana hours from my monthly cap. I can't remember what my original cap was. I'm up to almost 28,000 mana hours in my cap, and I've actually been doing some heavy testing. So at my $35 a month tier, I maybe have spent $5 or $10 a month to bump it up to kind of add more hours. The nice thing is, if you don't use your hours, you can roll over a portion to the next month. And they have vacation type modes where you can go on if you're going away for a month or you're going to be gone for a week, where they will suspend your account and they will make it so that you're not paying for the time that you're losing. But another big feature of their site is you earn rewards for however many consecutive months that you're a subscriber. Your caps go up. You can buy tickets at a lower rate, the whole bit. So if you're going away for a month and you want to disable the service, well, you can just go on vacation without having to worry about losing all the perks that you've earned. Where my trouble has lied is in returning a deck. There was one situation where their system was down or having issues. It was canceling out the trade on me, and it was like 2 a.m. and I had to go to bed because it was bedtime. I was exhausted. I had to get up at 7 the next morning. So I just put in a support email, went to bed. 6 hours later, I come back. Now, we're talking maybe I lost 1,800 mana hours in that time frame. Well, the customer service rep credited me 15,000 mana hours. He zeroed out my account for the month without even a thought. And I was able to return my cards, and I was able to continue testing for the month. I don't recommend scamming them and trying to make stuff up. I'm just saying, stuff happens. If something bad happens to you, they're not going to burn you. That was that night where I had an issue where I couldn't return it. Then there was another night where I just plain had technical issues because I might keep MTGO running on my machine all the time. Apparently that's not good. Maybe I should know that as a software dev. Something had happened and it went out of sync and I wasn't able to return my deck. And the problem was purely 100% user issue. All I had to do was restart Moto. Well, I didn't return my deck, and then I went away for 2 days where I was really busy and I lost a ton of mana hours. Well, they turned around and refunded me more than enough to make things right. So I am more than I'm a huge cheerleader for Manatraders. Here's a great time for me to tell you guys, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm sponsored by me. So if I tell you about a product, it's because I either use it, I really, really like it, or I have in the past. Or, okay, maybe I haven't used it. Maybe I don't know if I like it yet, but I like what I see. I like what's going on. So I give the Manatraders guys 100% support. Now, people are going to say, oh, dude, well, what if I want to play Legacy? Well, there's bigger tiers you can pay to get more expensive cards. And it's basically a system where they got to protect themselves. For a $35 a month fee, for a pre-authorization, my credit card might need $35, $70, not sure, But if I was allowed to rent $1,000 worth of cards from them, what's stopping me from making an account and stealing their cards? So I get it. I understand the mana cap, the ticket cap. There are bigger tiers you can go up to get higher caps. But for my sake, I've done modern testing. I'm currently at, I think, 350 tickets cap. So it does put me in a situation where I'm, not going to be playing green-black decks or anything like that for testing in modern and whatnot. But I know a couple other guys who are actually testing vintage and legacy. They've gone and been able to purchase the really expensive paper pieces that are cheap on Moto, like duels and things like that they're not allowed to rent with their modern subscription, and they fill in the gaps by renting the very expensive modern cards that you just Jace the Mind Sculptor, stuff like that. That it's not feasible for somebody who wants to continuously change decks to not use this service. One of the benefits of Moto is that you could buy into a deck and then sell it at a very small loss compared to paper, but there's still a loss there. And if you're practicing for a major event, or trying to get better with a deck, or just trying to do a whole bunch of different decks, it's going to cost you to keep changing out your deck. So for $35 a month, I am in for the long haul. As long as I'm playing Magic Online, I'll be in Manatraders. Anyways, hope you all have a great day at work, whatever it is you're doing, school. Maybe you don't watch this till the weekend and you're sitting at the kids' soccer game and you got your earbud in and you're kind of hanging out and not letting people see what you're doing. However you're enjoying our short videos, I hope you have a fantastic day. Please let us know how we're doing in the comments. Give us some feedback. If you got here from the site, you know the URL. If you didn't get here from the site, you found us on YouTube. The website is strictlyaveragemmtg.com. Some great content over there. There's some links to some of our friends, some of the people that we work with, videos, articles, and you can even message me on there. You can talk about card purchases through my store, my buy list program, anything else that interests you. If you're interested in helping us make more videos, make more content, there's always a Patreon option. Patreon group is banging. We got some great new things coming up over there. We're going to be doing a prize wall kind of reward system for the patrons, and we're going to do monthly sweepstakes for the patrons. You get more details on that on the Patreon. So I'll have links to all that stuff in the bottom. Again, have a great day. Talk to y'all later.